Hey, everybody! Welcome back. It's been a while, hasn't it? I know what you're thinking. Where were you? Well, wait. Who's Susuya?
They're the guys who own Naruto.
What do you mean? I thought Kishi owned Naruto.
You're gonna get sued for copyright infringement.
Copyright infringement, you say? But in the end, I decided I wasn't ready to go out that way. I mean, sure, it's a little scary when you're picking a fight with a big company who makes tons and tons and tons of money off of what you're promoting, and you're absolutely making not a single fucking dime. But I digress. Despite all that, I decided to play by their little rules, and I took down my 10th episode and replaced it with a version that was completely up to copyright standards. I blurred out the manga pages and I put pictures in its place. Because why not? Link in the description. Here at ReviewL Rips, we don't give in to terrorist demands. We are the terrorists, goddammit. And if anybody's gonna decide when this piece of crap show goes down, it's gonna be me. Hollow victories! Hello, I am Retro. This is ReviewL Rips. And today, we are going to have a very fun time. There are a ton of great things you could say about Dragon Ball. It's nostalgic. There's a ton of fighting in it. It's basically one of the biggest trend-setting mangas, if not the biggest trend-setting manga in all of shonen history, and pretty much everybody in America has at least heard of it.
It's Dragon Ball. Go punch everything in your house. Like now.
What can you say about a show that bridges such an international gap? Quite of a hell of a lot. And not all of it good like you would hope. Sure, Dragon Ball is one of the greatest animes of all time, but let's be honest, it's very, very simplistic. The only reason it's considered to be one of the greatest animes of all time is because it's so relatable to so many different people. In other words, it's so simplistic that anybody can associate themselves with it. Say what you will about early Dragon Ball Z was basically just a fight beat 'em up to the end.
Dragon Ball AF. Nah, just kidding. This is the long-anticipated continuation of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. Yes, Akira Toriyama couldn't leave it dead and decided to bring this long-loved series back to life. The episode opens up with Goku working hard on his radish farm. Huh, how about that? Chi-Chi actually got him to work instead of train. That's amazing. Speaking of halfway decent providers, Chi-Chi decides to send Goten off with Goku's lunch for the day, and Goku sees this as an opportunity to both eat and slack off with his work to train.
People like to look at Goku and say, "You're a terrible father." I like to look at Goku and say, "You're a fucking retard."
As any dumb kid would when he's not being watched by his father, he goes over the cliff. Goku, and you wonder why they call you an awful, terrible father.
But to be fair, Goten is a little mini Hulk who could basically tank anything the world has to throw at him. Still, I don't think Goku's a bad parent for not watching him. I just think he's a fucking moron. He should have never been allowed to breed in the first place. So basically, if it's anybody's fault, it's Chi-Chi's.
Oh yeah, and also Beerus makes his big old entrance, destroying of half a planet. Woo. Oh yeah, and Hercule appears on a talk show because it's supposed to be funny that he's a fucking hack. The only funny part about it is the fact that Majin Buu's there to put him in his fucking place.
See, I'm kind of torn on this because on one hand, Hercule is kind of a jerk and deserves all of it, but on the other hand, Majin Buu is a fucking monster and can destroy the earth at any time he wants. So, like, poking a bear much, dude? If you still think he's gonna obliterate you, why is he on the planet? Later, Dragon Ball GT would depict him on more friendly terms with Mr. Satan, but the way that this depiction's going, I get the feeling that Majin Buu's about this close to devouring the entire human race just 'cause he can. As it turns out, Gohan's having some inadequacy issues over the fact that he can't provide for Videl, and Videl basically gets everything she ever needs from her daddy. Good luck there, champ. You want to be a nerd? Be a fucking nerd. I mean, if you wanted to, you could become the real heavyweight champion of the world, outdo her dad completely, say fuck you, take all that cash and rub it in his face. But you won't, because you're a pussy. Yeah.
Some old man neither you or I would trust in real life tells the kids that they could find something even better than this makeup up in the mountains where he lives. Yeah, right.
You're really just gonna take this stranger's word that this so-called miracle hot spring water is somehow better than the 5,000 zenny, whatever makeups in the department stores? Oy vey. I know they're kids and that Goten is mountain folk, but Trunks, you're better than that. I'm just gonna believe from this point out that Trunks is just a dumbass. Because there's no way hanging around Bulma that he doesn't understand simple things like makeup.
The kids find the supposed super awesome mystery water of awesomeness, but, like everything else in Dragon Ball, it has to be guarded by something. In this case, a fucking snake. Well, on the bright side, Trunks does beat the crap out of it, so I think I could let it slide this time.
Oh man, it looks so awesome in the anime too. I wish you could have seen it.
Videl takes the mystery muck for a spin, but as you can guess, it's just ordinary water. But, she's nice and they're kids, so she plays along with it. Blech.
What, the random hot spring water that you're actually supposed to take a dip in while it's boiling hot didn't work on her face because it's just normal freaking water? I'm so fucking shocked. Though to be fair, years later, it does appear that it has had some kind of positive effect. That girl. I don't know, man. Akira must have been on some real trippy shit this episode because it turns out it's all a flashback. Even the parts with Hercule and Videl and Gohan and the parts that Goten obviously couldn't have been there for her. I don't get it. He tells Goku that they got the present for Videl and Goku's all like, "You done good, son. You done good." The end. Oh yeah, then Hercule stops by to give him some money or something. Oh yeah, and the Supreme Kai's noticed that beerus is a thing.
All in all, I'd say this is the second best first episode in all of Dragon Ball. I mean, let's be honest, nothing's ever gonna beat the iconic Goku meets Bulma first episode of Dragon Ball. But then again, Dragon Ball Z's opening was nothing quite that spectacular. It just introduced Gohan and showed that Goku was on his way to Master Roshi's. So, all in all, yeah, better than Dragon Ball Z's first episode.
I'm Retro. This has been Retro Rips. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It's how the channel grows. The more likes I get per video, the more it lets people on YouTube know about me and the things that I do. You like the things that I do, don't you? Peace. Is it named after a carrot?